upgraded your tea set to serve these.
Well, last session I went down to the kitchen, made tea, and brought it back up.
You did, yes. So there you go.
That was the tea. So did he eat my tea set?
No, he started to, and Mr. X stopped him.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. X. Thank you.
Yeah. He's like, no.
I definitely take
Don't eat my tea set.
It's like the idea, like Yoki, like, no, my grandma gave me that. Give it back.
It is a family heirloom. So yeah. If I hadn't eaten, I would have been upset. Let's go. I take the tea set with me. I'm worried about it now.
Yeah. You see a picture in there. I'm taking this too, just in case. You're not eating it. Yeah.
So you're gonna leave and then come back and it's gone.
Yeah.
No, take it with me. I took it with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
No more tea. No more tea.
Yeah, we will come back and there's just a chair missing. He's like, oh, I need toothpicks. Like, oh my god.
Besides, between the Cyclops, the old man, and the two of us, I'm pretty sure we drank one pot of tea already.
Oh, yeah, the second roll was for the second pot.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
So this is then where you head back upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is as the giant is getting, or the dragon is getting mystified.
Yes.
Here.
Was that a sound of you drinking the misted blood of the dragon?
No, that was the sound of the asteroid colliding and making the mist.
Oh.
Yeah, sound effects aren't Doc's strong point.
Speaking of blood,
Sorry.
is that blood starting to pool towards our ship?
It's currently floating in a cloud.
You want to collect some?
No, I'm worried about it actually getting onto the ship.
Dragon's blood
Gravity.
is actually a useful thing. If we can collect it. Isn't it?
Great minds think alike, Yoki.
Isn't dragon's blood a...
Ooh, are there scales anywhere?
No, you vaporized it.
Oh, shit.
How would there be scales left after that much damage?
I don't know.
To double its health. I'm surprised there's blood left. I'm
Valia,
honestly surprised there's blood left.
What do they call it? Pink mist? When
Yeah,
If
pink mist.
if it had saved, I'll put it this way: if it had saved for half damage, it would have then had 30 hit points left.
Oof.
I could have killed it. Oh man.
Yeah, you could have killed it, yeah.
I
Could have kill stealed.
is there anything collectible off this dragon that Valiad can just scoop up real quick?
It missed.
Mush. Yes.
It missed.
We need like a funnel and suction to suck it into, like,
I get my aesthetic to suck it up.
Okay.
Alright, suck it up and bottle it.
Yeah.
I just see your
You direct
aesthetic.
your aesthetic. You hear the voice in your head as you start to do this. Just this. Very well.
Is it starting to get tired of my crap?
It is, yes.
Okay.
It left Atlantia with a mission, if you remember,
Yes, yeah, but
which has
there's
been
nothing we can do about
completely
that.
ignored.
It's not been completely ignored. I've been trying, but there's nothing to do.
Not
man.
very hard.
Not very hard.
Yeah.
You have
Completely ignored,
not
just
made
somewhat.
any effort to try.
I did so. I asked Sanshara, like, hey, you want to take me with you?
Oh, yeah, okay. You mentioned it to Sanshara once in passing. There you go.
Yes.
I tried.
So-
Okay.
It looks like Old Man Winter does not have what we need to be able to plane shift to him.
Old
From
Man-
what
Blade, you mean?
Blade. I'm gonna just call him Old Man Winter forever because my brain is slow.
Old Man Winter is the guy you're trying to go find.
I know,
Blade
and the
is right
irony
with
is
you.
not lost to me. But for some reason, when I start saying the Old Man Winter just wants to come out, I don't know why.
Just like
Old
when you're
Man
talking about
Blade.
devils.
Old Man Blade, though, from what Mr. X has gleaned, does not have enough clarity to take us safely to Asterna.
That's okay. It seems our new friends here will be able to lead us. Ferris, this is Yoki. He's also a captain of another ship that's joined us. Sort of combined co-captain crews.
Yeah, your ship
Yoki,
has been
this is Ferris.
basically floating off at a little bit of a distance as well.
Oh, I thought we were docked.
Oh no, that's right. Sorry, you docked your ship, didn't you? Never mind. So yeah, your ship is is docked. Yeah.
Yoki, this is Ferris. He's a fire giant.
Oh,
And
it's
he's
a
kind of-
pleasure to meet you. And I walk up and I extend my hand.
Kind of
To a giant.
nervously reaches over
Yeah.
the side of the deck and shakes
Oh,
your hand.
I grow up to his size and reach out and shake his hand. Yeah,
Oh, go on fire. Turn fire. Turn into fire.
that's how I turn big, is to turn into fire.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Well, you're
That's
like,
what I was kind of.
like a white flame. Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of looks
How tall?
confused
Sorry.
as you go to do that. You get the impression that you're all just very much so confusing him. This is
Okay, I turn
a
back.
very simple guy.
Then I turn back to normal and it's like, well, sorry, the captain likes it when I do that, but
Yeah.
And then I just hold my hand out to shake his. It's okay, you won't burn me. I have a thing with fire. It's okay.
He kind of very delicately shakes your hand.
And who are these two?
These are my sons. When I started on this journey, I couldn't leave them behind, so I brought them with me. I thought it might do them good to see our ancestral home.
Where are you from originally? If you're not from Asterna.
He kind of again has a momentary confused look on his face because you said, where is he from originally? And originally it would be Austerna's, where they're all from. But
No, well,
he takes him in
If
and
it wasn't
realizes-
from us, or
Yeah,
God, he's stupid.
he is. He's not very bright. He kind of thinks a minute. He says, I was raised in Golarion by my grandfather.
was your grandfather really big?
He kind of takes a deep breath and he says, my grandfather was a Titan.
I figured.
So there's a bronze dragon.
There is, yes.
So I'm gonna go over towards where the dragon is, and I'm gonna say, "Oh, what's his name?"
He's Dragon.
Fucking.
I speak to the dragon in Draconic.
I go.
And here's my
I'm
pet
gonna kind of
dog.
float out towards the dragon,
Oh.
like.
This is child one and
You go to
child
look
two.
at both of you go over towards the dragon and go to look at it, and when you look into its eyes, there's no recognition whatsoever.
Oh no, it's feeble-minded.
Aww.
Fix it with a spell.
I could.
Yeah, fix it.
Should
Fix it. Oh my God.
I don't know if we should do that though,
Then
because
he wouldn't have a ship.
yeah. Well, he doesn't need one, but yeah.
They would take up quite a lot of space on the deck of your ship.
Not to mention
They
they're
could use my
on
ship.
fire.
They can use my ship.
Not between spheres, they couldn't.
Well, no, let's play shift.
And again, I don't think it's
Uh,
beneficial for him to remember all that shit.
Fine, we'll just
I
go.
suddenly remember 1,000 years of slavery.
That's just not beneficial to us.
He kind of leans over the thing and he pets his tail and he says, he had an accident a while ago and that's why he's like this.
Insight.
Oh, poor
I'm
thing.
pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure he has no clue what happened to this thing.
Yeah.
No, I want to do an insight on like the dragon. Like, is it happy? Is it like, well, because you know how you can force something through a spell to do your bidding, but it's still itself inside and just kind of like forced to do what it's doing, or if it's actually just like this is the only life that it knows, and it's kind of.
All right,
Are
roll
you
the
happy with
insight.
your safety?
Is it good?
It is good, yes.
25.
You get the impression that it's as happy as a pack horse would normally be. It seems like this is kind of just
Its
what
life?
it does, yeah.
Okay, well that's good. At least it's not unhappy or suffering. That means that at least they've treated it well.
Blissful ignorance.
Yeah.
Pretty much. How much does it eat?
Are you asking this?
Yeah. Well, if it's gonna come with us, I mean, we will
He
have to
kind of says,
feed it.
It
he,
probably feeds itself.
He eats a lot, but mainly he hunts when we stop.
Ah. Well, that's good. I go back over to the ship. Well, it's a pleasure to have you on board.
You say that, and he kind of looks and he goes, "I don't think I'd fit on your little ship."
Well, it's a
It's a-
figure of speech.
figure of
It's
speech, yeah,
glad
yeah.
you'll be traveling with us.
And one of the two boys actually finally leans over to you and he says, "Dad's not very bright. He hit his head
I like
a
you.
while ago."
Yeah. That's okay. We all have people that are like that in our lives.
The boy looks a bit embarrassed.
Oh, what's your name, son?
I'm he looks really shy all of a sudden. Like he's realized now that
Somebody
he's
has
got
a
your
crush.
attention, and he says, "I'm Eric."
You're Eric. And what's your name? And turning to the other one.
The other one, who looks like possibly the younger of the two, who's still been kind of very much staying behind his dad and his brother. Kind of, you hear around the hiding that he's doing. Sven.
Sven.
Eric and Sven.
It's
Great
okay.
names.
You can come out. Tia won't hurt you.
You guys might fit on the ship. Would they fit on the ship?
They'd fit on.
Yeah, they're large.
You could get all of them on deck. They're going to struggle going below deck, is the thing.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know that the father will want his two sons on our ship while he travels in the chariot.
If I may, I have an idea. You wish. And I basically change the aesthetic into a colossal ship. With accommodations for them.
What does that
At least,
mean?
well,
Big enough that they can park the chariot inside.
yeah.
It's pretty sick.
I thought this ball was like the size of a football. Like
It can be.
Turned into the space monster, remember?
Yeah.
yeah,
The space monster bigger than a spelljammer?
Oh no, bigger than
that
your
depends
ship,
on the
not bigger
Spelljammer.
than the Spelljammer.
See,
Well-
I'm starting to think that this would be a lot more economical if we were all very small sized.
Yes.
We wouldn't need all these big fucking ships. We would just need a little, like, model ship.
Well, we haven't even settled on where it is that we're going yet.
Oh yes, I was about to ask that.
You
Ferris.
said that he had a way to figure out how to go. What is
Yes.
that way?
Ferris, do we have a direction that we can head to?
He kind of thinks a second, and you see the ring flares a little bit, and then he kind of points and he says, "That way."
Okay.
What direction is he pointing for?
He's pointing basically, if I get the ruler...
And can you put us back on the mappity map?
Oh, have I not done that?
No, we're still on our sky field with our
I've got my own
red
map
mist.
in another tab.
Oh.
Map of the map.
I changed myself, but I didn't move you.
I like looking at this map because I can see the arrow that Casey draws.
So basically, he's drawing that line.
Ooh, where?
That makes sense because we're in a different part of the sphere right now than we were when we took our last reading. So pretty much the same direction.
Yeah, basically.
I have another option.
Ferris, it's good that you have a direction to get to Ostenda, but do you have any idea of how we're actually going to get there without a flow to travel along?
Flow?
Can
Okay, this is probably lost on him.
are you able to use your ring to make course adjustments while you're traveling between spheres?
Small words, Yoki, small words.
Does your ring work in between spheres?
He scratches his head a minute and then goes, it's always on.
Okay, so we'll travel to El Espido, which is the direction we need to go, and we'll just ask him while we're traveling, can you point? Where is the ring telling you to point while we're actually in the in between?
I want
That's
you
a
to
good
constantly point.
Because I don't think this is gonna get any clearer. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
You can see from that roll there that I've just made what his intelligence is.
Oh.
Oh.
Minus. Oh,
I
God.
gotta go bio real quick, but I'll be right back. But yeah, I think we should start moving on to the next sphere because I think we're just gonna have to. We can't plane shift.
What's his name again?
The adult
Ferris.
Yeah, Ferris.
And his sons are Eric and Sven.
Valiant asks. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Fuck off, man.
You know it's true.
Valiant asks, the adult whose name I keep forgetting.
Ferris. Literally iron. Ferris.
Ferris.
Furnace.
Ferris, when did your ring activate? How long ago?
He kind of scratches his head a second and he says, well, it was a long time ago. It just came on. And Eric kind of leans around again and he says, We left home about a month ago?
Why? Why did you leave? Just because the ring started to glow?
And Ferris kind of looks at you and he says, well, it felt like someone was calling for us. Well, for the ring. And if they don't know that Granddad doesn't have it anymore, then they'll keep calling for him, and I thought we should tell them.
Godric never said why?
We met Godric later.
Oh, okay.
How did their granddad die?
Don't ask that, that's rude.
I'm not
Captain-
there. I'm asking out of character because it's a fucking Titan. And
Captain
those are basically unkillable.
Where is your grandfather now?
He died.
Oh, I'm sorry. There, happy man.
Captain Tewin,
Yes, Val.
why have you not tried to use your ring in such a way?
It hasn't called.
Maybe you are the one who's supposed to call. Have you attempted?
I haven't. Maybe we should set course and maybe I can meditate on it. See if I can get something out of it. It's probably a good idea. Thank you. That was actually a really good suggestion. Could someone go tell Rufus to set course to wherever the ring is leading to us? Ferris, are you going to travel with the chariot alongside?
Well, yeah.
Okay, cool. Do your son?
That wasn't-
Ferris?
That
Was
wasn't
that
a
more?
yes or no question.
Was that more of like a we don't have a choice, so we're saying yes?
No. It
It,
was
it
more
could
just
easily
like a,
be. It was kind of like a how old am
you
I
can
gonna
roll an insight
travel?
if you want, but I don't think it's going to be very good.
Mm,
It was very much kind of a confused how else am I gonna follow you?
It was more of a, is he still coming with us?
Well, you said you could protect him.
Yep. Okay, cool. So he's coming with us. Eric, Sven, do you want to come on board our ship? You could just chill on the deck if you want, or you could travel with your father.
They kind of look at you and they look at their dad and they say, we'll stay with Dad.
Okay, no problem. If you need anything with you, let's set course.
We would be assholes if we said, well, then you can't come.
I just wanna say
Let's
this.
come chat, but that's okay.
We can go via plane ship because we can't go directly to the city. But what we can say is because we have enough information now as to where Osterna is, with multiple items telling us exactly where it is. Like we have 3 items, 4 bearings, all pointing it. We could go to the edge of the sphere.
That's still
Might
too.
overshoot,
we'd
though.
be
Yeah.
okay, but here's the
Alright,
thing,
I'm back.
We'd be in the middle of space because we're just going to
And the edge of the sphere, yeah.
and
Yeah.
with no possibility of potentially seeing a planet to jump to.
Yeah.
As this conversation is going on, Ferris is still close enough to hear the conversation, and he kind of says, "Oh, you can't go straight to us. You can't go straight to the city. Can't go to Vonenheim. Have to
Vonenheim.
That's the name of the actual. Sorry,
The
wrong
city is
That
Vonenheim.
is really,
I-
and no one has ever attempted a plane shift based on the name alone.
You can't.
Old Man
Magic
Winter was very
means
adamant
you
about-
Sorry, what? Repeat yourself.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Do you want me to talk? Or
What?
Keto.
Who's talking?
Tia was
I would-
talking. She said Old Man
DM was.
Winter was very intent on something.
Okay.
He was very
Oh.
adamant about not going to Vonenheim. Or, well, he seemed a bit angry at the mention of the name. I don't think we should just plane shift straight to Vonenheim.
Well, seeing as how Smetlim left ruling because he did not want to rule and left Osterna, I don't know how well received he would be upon his return.
Do you think maybe... oh, God damn it. Do you think Old Man Winter is the one that called for the firing? Maybe.
Call for the... what? Oh, sent out a call to the fire ring?
Yeah, because think if these rings are all connected in some way, maybe he's the one that's calling to the fire ring.
That would make sense because Old Man Blade said that he did feel like his friend needed his help. Maybe he did put out some kind of a call that anyone who was allied with him within the ordning, that their rings would activate and bring them back to him. I guess it's an item
And what-
powerful enough that it could do that.
In saying that, like, I just realized my ring isn't calling to it, though. Maybe I do need to attune to this better. Maybe I do need to figure out.
Or maybe
How?
you have to be a giant to hear the calling.
Yeah, that too. I can try at least, anyway.
That can actually be arranged, Captain Tiowen. He says with a smile.
I don't know, its magic may see through a polymorph spell.
Well, true
Yeah.
polymorph, and you're actually a giant, so.
Please don't turn me into a giant.
So, all this time, while you guys have been talking, I've had my hand up in the air just saying,
We've just been ignoring you.
Yeah, I know. I've been listening intently, and I'm like, no. No.
Why did he come with us again? I'll
He has
say
a
as I
thing.
point to the person with his hand raised up in the air. Like,
We'll get to that, Yoki.
like,
Evening. I do not mean to trouble you, but I believe that the ring is probably a powerful magical item from back in the day. Why have nobody tried using the commonly known spell, Legend Lore, to find out its quality and its properties? It would give you
alright,
quite a bit of
stop.
Oh,
That was not an invitation to speak. It was a question to everyone else.
Now, I know you are rude by nature, but I believe that the way you speak is extremely offensive.
High Priest. When I first received the ring, I did identify and legend lore it.
Ah, good. Did you detect its properties that I can feel them?
Well, it can give me a cloud to float on, it can do lightning strike, and anyone that is in allegiance with the person who owns the ring, I get advantage on... Wait, no. Is that advantage?
But
I'm
that,
able to speak to them.
but that is its magical properties. That is not.
You're able to speak to them if they are allied with the ring.
Well, no, anyone who's in allegiance with the person who owns the ring, just out of character, it says, like, fucking drop the voice. Out of character. Anyone who is in allegiance with the person who owns the ring, so that would be Old Man Winter, assuming it's Old Man Winter, I think it's advantage, or I get +10 on any conversation I have with that person, and then it works the opposite way. So if they are against the person who owns the ring, I get, like, disadvantage or something. I haven't got the stuff in front of me.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, I do. I like
But
it.
these are all
an
technical.
idea.
These are not true purpose.
Okay. While we make our way and travel, I would suggest you you meditate on your connection to the ring for a couple hours a day and see if that does not reveal something.
Okay, you just completely ignore what I was saying earlier.
I didn't hear what you said. I was AFK. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
okay.
muted you.
What I said earlier was that we could teleport to the edge of the sphere.
No, we heard that part. I think we are disagreeing with you.
Why?
Wait. I didn't hear what you said earlier. Finish the thought. Teleport to the edge of the sphere and
We
then...
could teleport the edge of the sphere and then make our way towards Vonenheim, because we can't teleport directly to Vonenheim, but we could teleport to the edge of the sphere.
I don't know. I don't know enough out of character about how plane shifting works to know...
That works exactly like that.
And it works
as
like
the
that in that
conversation-
A while back.
As the conversation is going on, Ferris does manage to basically chime in the information that he does know that, according to legend, legend basically being things his granddad told him, it's very dangerous for those who are not of the Ordning to visit Vonenheim, and that before being allowed admittance into the City of the Titans, you would need to basically attend one of the other worlds in the system and pass a trial to gain the approval of one of the other groups of giants.
That's what I was thinking.
before-
We could either travel to the Cloud or the Fire World, and then go to, if we need to, go to Vonenheim from there. But if we don't need to, then we
The
shouldn't.
fire world's out of the question because it's a fire body,
Yeah, yeah,
and you'd all incinerate.
And again,
not all of us.
It seems like it's a bad idea to teleport to a place that doesn't want people to teleport there.
We're not,
I feel like-
though. We're teleporting to the edge of the sphere.
Still though.
My point, Doc, if I could actually say this, is
Go ahead.
there's no guarantee we'll actually even see a planet that we could teleport to. That's the issue.
We don't have to, though, because I have a ship that could take us all onto it.
Yeah, just to clarify what I think Doc is trying to get across, is a plan that involves teleporting to the sphere edge of Osterna, and then using the aesthetic as an in-system ship in order to move inward towards the worlds.
Right, exactly. Because I can do that. I just can't teleport. I just can't go through the flow.
That's
outside of
actually
the
a
spheres.
really good idea.
We have
Yeah, that's
two.
what I wanted to do.
We have 2 people that can plane shift, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 actually.
I
4 actually. 5. Everyone.
We have a lot of people who can plane shift.
10.
Well, no, it's good because we're just beyond the limit for 1. I just wanted to make sure. That's all.
Yes.
Everyone can plane shift. Everyone. You can plane shift. You can plane shift. Everybody gets to plane shift.
So
Thank
we're
you.
just going to leave our ship here.
Yeah, like, what are we gonna do with the ship? That's what I kind of want to know.
Well, what we can do is we can have it go back tonight, or we can have it dock at a sphere, or we could have it go direct towards El Espacio, and then
Why
meet
don't we
us
send
at
it
El
for-
Espacio.
Let's
While you
not.
guys
so much
are
fun.
discussing that, I'm going to AFK again for 2 minutes, and I will be right back.
Let's
Why don't we-
I would rather us wait in Malhavik and park ourselves on a planet in Malhavik. That would be good.
That's a good.
Why don't we send it to Grey, to the Rock of Bro, where the blockade is?
What?
What?
That sounds like
Uh,
a horrible idea.
Yeah, that sounds
Sorry.
like a horrible idea.
We
Well,
should
I mean-
avoid brawl at all costs.
Well, no, she's not saying go to Brawl. She's saying go to the Armada and leave it there
the ship.
because
Not even like near the blockade. Sorry, not on the blockade. Just near the blockade. Maybe a sphere close to Grey. It doesn't have to actually be in Grey.
But
So
I don't.
exactly how do you imagine us getting there?
By the
We'd have to
way,
go through
No,
night.
I'm saying we leave the crew there.
Right.
We just us, the party, travel to Osterna.
That's
The
what I
point-
was saying earlier. But you're saying while we're gone from the crew, we send them to Brawl?
Yeah,
How?
It would
just
take.
send them.
It would take way too long. We would be way done before we even got there.
I just did a quick calculation. It'd take approximately like 2.5 years to get there.
Yeah.
Around,
Christ.
Yep.
Okay.
maybe.
How
Why don't we
the
just-
fuck have we travelled? We've travelled all over the goddamn place. How's it taken? Oh,
You would
Well,
have-
we went along efficient routes. The only
Yeah.
way back is a slow route.
okay.
Getting
Yeah,
out
okay.
here
So-
is quick. Getting in there isn't.
Why don't we
Yeah,
just
but-
have them either wait here in Malhavik or go back to the port at night?
That's
small
actually-
FYI,
That's too far of it. No, that's too far of a trip. Let's just have them wait
Yeah.
in Malhavik.
Yes.
What?
a small FYI, I asked over 5 DTs about like should we travel in terms of ship or portal or plane shift, and none of them gave me an answer. Like not even what was most efficient or even if it was doable. Just so you know.
I don't know
I'm
what
gonna
you're
go grab
talking
my charger.
about.
Be right back.
Were you saying?
I didn't actually hear what you said because your mic is so bad. But
Did you say you asked?
Sorry,
it?
I communed with over 5 different DTs if we could teleport or plane shift, and neither of them gave me an answer. None of them.
Well, how do you mean? What do you mean?
gave?
Did they just say
but-
maybe?
No, I did use the spell commune that you can talk to DTs and
Oh,
ask 3 questions,
commune,
yes or
okay.
no.
Okay, and what did they answer? Did they just get blank? Was it just-
Nothing. Blank. Nothing. That's
you know what that
impossible.
means?
That's not-
that
I think
means
so.
that they don't have a clue. That's what it
well,
means.
no, because
Exactly.
the spell specifically says it'll tell you if it's unclear. But Malhavik may not have, or wherever we are, may not have a significant deity that's listening to you, especially
that's
your
true.
deities.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I tried 5 of the big
Is-
ones, and none of them gave me an answer.
Then again, his deities are Rhaegar, and I mean, so
No,
it isn't that much to.
So
I
he's
mean,
saying
if you're-
specifically ask the major pantheons.
If
You would have
you're-
to ask a god that's in Malhavik.
Yeah.
yeah, I asked, what the fuck is that, what is it called again, the Fire DT, Fire Titan DT?
Oh.
Sultrup?
Is he in Malhavik?
Should be, yeah.
Fire
know.
Titan,
Well,
I thought he was.
No, what you got to remember that just because they have a presence doesn't mean they're actively listening. They have to be there to listen.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so are we confidently sure? Like, I'm trusting that that's how plane shift works. That all we have to know is the name of the plane, and we can plane shift to the edge.
No. We need to, like.
This is plane shift specifically. We have to name a location, and then we plane shift to that location.
Here's
If
the thing. We have an idea of where
back,
that
by the
is,
way, guys.
so we're good.
Uh-huh.
We have about 3 different items pointing to it, and 3 different bearings pointing to it. So we should know exactly where the edge of the sphere is. So I can plane shift there directly.
You because plane shift, you just need to know the detail about the specific area.
Right.
No, you don't even need to know the details. You just need a name.
Usually you don't, but because of this, we do.
It's just kind of silly to me if all you needed was a name, why it would have remained lost if everybody knows the name.
That's the thing, is because of the fact that it's sort of like a lost plane, right? You have to know where it is to teleport to it. And we know where it is.
Well, we know kinda where it is.
To put it in perspective, you need to find an island outside of America on the east side. We know kinda where it is, but not 100%.
We have a good enough idea that we can do it.
I'm not sure about that.
Can I just go back through the history books real quick, Casey? Has anyone ever actually attempted to plane shift purely on this type of knowledge alone?
Many times.
Succeeded?
People have been documented many times to have attempted to plane shift to Osterna.
And
none of them have returned.
None return. But I mean plane shift using information as sketchy as this, or is kind of.
I mean, some have tried
together.
to plane shift just specifically based on the knowledge of the name of the city of Vandenheim. The thing is, whenever someone attempts to plane shift somewhere and does not return, it is never to be completely known if they didn't get there, or if they got there and didn't get back.
Right.
It was paradise.
It makes sense.
To go home.
I think it'll work.
Yeah, I'm not sure, dude.
And if it doesn't, I can plane shift us right back.
I think just for safety's sake that one person plane shifts to see if it even works, because if it doesn't,
I think it's worth mentioning by this point. Remember that I have the spell that can bring us back to a safe place.
You can bring how many people back, though? Because we're taking like 12 people.
Up to 500 people.
Alright, you want me to test it? I can test it.
It's the safe haven spell thing. I can't remember the name of it.
Does everybody want me to test it?
A safe place.
What did you say, Casey?
Safe haven does not bring you back to a safe place.
No, you have to designate a place as safe, and then you can cast a spell. But I can't remember. Do you remember the spell I'm talking about, Casey? It's high level. It's 7th, I think.
Do, yes.
It's that one.
It basically takes you to a pocket plane that is safe for a period of time, and then when the spell ends, you return back to where you were.
No, that's not the one I'm talking about. It's on my sheet, but I'm in the car. I can find it later, but I have it. I know I do.
Is it a cleric spell?
Yes, and it's fairly high level.
I think what you're looking for is Word of Recall.
Yeah, that's the one.
But it's you and up to 5 willing creatures within 5 feet of you instantly teleport to a previously designated sanctuary. You and any creatures that teleport with you appear in the nearest unoccupied space to the spot you designated when you prepared your sanctuary spell. So it's only 5 people though.
It's only 5, but that should be enough.
So,
yeah, I'm still thinking that Osterna has some kind of spell thing that just makes shit like this very, very fucking difficult.
We can go test it with that.
You want me to test it?
Yes.
Well, hold on. Wait. If you set up the sanctuary spell and you and Doc can go, you and Vorian go to see, and if something is wrong, you can just use the sanctuary spell and bring you immediately back.
Can do. Yeah, I mean, that would work.
Well, it's the same thing as Doc plane shifting, but without risking 2 people. Same thing.
The problem with plane shift is that it's not 100%, and I'm not sure, because based on how unstable it is, I don't trust plane shift.
Well, I mean, Doc volunteered, so let him try. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know, Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be a bitch about it.
I'm not being a bitch about it. Just saying,
I'll
right now.
I'll join you, Doc, and I'll have the recall in case.
Right. Set it up.
Where are you?
I'll just set up a sanctuary.
Alright.
Katie. On the ship, I'll put up a sanctuary in Tia's office.
Okay. One thing that I will say is that for that to work, the ship will need to remain stationary.
Tia, this is my safe space now.
Well, it does, and
I'm just saying you can't do it while the ship's traveling.
It has to be something strongly dedicated or linked to your deity, so I'm guessing it'll probably be your quarters where you have something set up to your deity.
I don't have, actually, at the moment.
Just go.
He's only just
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I plane shift.
Okay, you just plane shift.
Yeah, I plane shift to the edge of Asterna, the edge of the sphere of Asterna, inside of the sphere, with my aesthetic, as a ship already. Like, ready. Just inside of it.
Okay. Just a moment.
Do we have to keep the ship stationary, or can we start heading?
Yes.
Oh wait, no, we're putting in a havoc, aren't we?
You do need to keep the ship stationary.
Okay.
Yep.
Wait.
Don't tell me what.
Otherwise, he'll come back to the location where the ship was, and it won't be there.
That would be fun, though.
Just move it like 10 feet to the left.
Yeah, exactly. Just a little bit.
Just move it 10 inches to the left.
We're still in Malhavik, right?
You are, yes.
Move it just a
You
little bit
plane
so it
shift.
ends up in the loo.
You arrive, and you find yourself standing at the edge of a crystal sphere.
Amazing. It worked. I teleport back.
You plane shift back.
You didn't get anything about the sphere while you were there.
Okay, I'll look around to see if it is actually Asterna. Are there any writings on the crystal wall?
What?
No, there
Just
aren't.
check to see if you can see planets, dude.
Can I see planets?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
You have the eyes of the eagle?
I do not.
Oh, okay, that lets you zoom in.
33. I'm good.
Okay.
You can see a collection of worlds orbiting inside in the sphere.
Do they seem like the description of these things?
It's that distant that it's hard to make out.
Okay. Here's what I'll do then. I'll start to go closer with the speed of my, just to make sure.
Okay. How long are you traveling closer for?
About 5 minutes.
Okay. One thing that you notice as you start progressing through this sphere is that almost as soon as you leave the sphere wall, it begins to grow cold.
This is it. Yep.
Very cold.
Yeah. This is it.
Even inside of the ship? Isn't that like a good...
Thankfully, I have a resistance to cold, but
he did say
cold.
specifically that people, even with magical cold resistance, couldn't survive.
I mean, it does help, though. It has to help.
As you begin to approach, and using the aesthetics site as well, you are able to make out a collection of A collection of 6 worlds, all of which, in the distance, seem to be shimmering slightly.
That's good.
Okay. I will return back then. This is definitely the place.
Okay.
Before I do that, I will go to the edge again, and then return back.
Okay.
Just in case.
Okay.
So 10 minutes go by.
And Vorian returns.
Hey, shit. Nice.
Yep, it worked just like I thought.
How has this sphere remained lost for so long?
Well, it probably means that if the people who tried to travel here that were outsiders before made it alive, they were stopped from leaving.
Afterwards, yes.
Especially if they went directly to the City of the Titans. I'm pretty sure anyone who just appears in the City of the Titans would be met with very angry giants just appearing in their capital. I will go get Old Man Blade.
I think we should take a day to park the ship and rest, and then we shall depart. I think that would be the best course.
Protect us against cold as well, because not all of us have cold resistance.
I would agree with that. Yes.
That
Your
could be arranged.
aesthetic heat us.
Sorry?
Can your aesthetic heat us?
It can, but not entirely too much.
Entirely too much.
If I remember correctly, Casey, it can do a lot of stuff, but it can't really necessarily dispel magical cold, can it?
No.
Yeah, no. I mean, because of the fact that I explained, it's magical. The aesthetic can't do anything because of the fact that it's magical. It can amp up the temperature of its interior, but I don't think that'll do much.
Here's the thing that you do know enough about the aesthetic to know.
Mm-hmm.
It will provide enough protection to keep you alive, though likely not comfortable.
Right, I say that.
If this is a magical cold on the scale that it appears to be.
Mm. I say that, so we should be safe. It's just going to be extremely uncomfortable. Especially for the fire giants.
What about
I
the
would be
usual
extremely
spells,
comfortable.
Everyone speaking at once.
Mm-hmm.
Say that again, Kim.
I just wondered about the Endure Elements one, if that would stand a chance.
That's basically what the aesthetic would be providing.
Okay.
And again, if this is as powerful as it seems, it would be enough to keep you alive, but probably not comfortable.
Well, can anyone cast protection from energy?
Yeah.
I left that in my other crystal.
I mean, I can cast it, but I can only cast so many times. I have a very limited number of spells.
Oh yeah.
I can. Clerics have
Can
it.
I conjure an elemental who can give us that ability, Casey? Do I know if elementals can do that?
Actually, it's not a druid spell for me.
Not really. A lot of them have that ability, but not. They don't know the ability to bestow on others.
Okay.
It's just kind of, if they are of that element, then they just are.
Yeah.
So who are we going to take and who are we going to leave?
I think we should leave our crew and your crew behind. Just take the main party with us.
Yes.
And the giants, the Cyclops, and Old Man Blade?
Yep.
Yeah,
If
we
they
should.
wish
No,
to
we
come.
should take them with us. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we.
That's
take
why
them.
I will go and I will... Is Old Man Blade still asleep?
He is.
Yeah, let the man sleep. We should dock first.
Okay, I was going to let him sleep, but thanks for telling me to.
Okay.
Okay. If Old Man Blade is to come with us, we really do need something to protect us against cold. So maybe at Malhabik we can do some shopping. Maybe see if we can find anything that will be resistance, because he's weak as it is. I don't want to spend the entire time healing him and hoping he just survives the whole thing.
Well, like I said, the aesthetic should keep us alive, just uncomfortable.
If your old friend here has such trouble in the cold, then the aesthetic can specifically protect him. Is that correct, Orion?
I mean, we could do that, but
if for any reason that we have to leave the aesthetic, we still need some sort of protection.
we would only leave the aesthetic if we were on a planet. In which case, if the planet is covered in ice, then why are we going to the planet in the first place?
Because it's quite comfortable there, he says with a smile.
Not you. If we're going to go to any planet, we should either go to the fire one or the cloud one, because that's the two rings that we have. We have one.
The fire one, everyone will die.
No, we won't.
Except for you, but everyone else will die instantly. It's a sun.
Cloud, rainy. I agree with this statement.
Cloud would be good, probably. Cloud or the hill giant.
Which are the nicest?
The cloud. They're on top.
Cloud or the hill.
Cloud.
And the hill or the mountain.
In the ordning.
It's
the
but they can still vouch for us.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
Because they can.
Well, we only need to enter the City of the Titans. We need a permission from one of the planets.
Yeah.
That could include the hill one too.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't actually tried to contact. Has Old Man Blade tried to contact Old Man Winter?
Do you wake him up to ask him?
No.
I'm just asking the guys if they've asked.
Mm-hmm.
Have you?
No, I was just going to try if.
I think we asked when we were still in the other sphere, but I don't remember.
Someone did attempt to contact him and it failed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
I mean, if he thinks that his friend needs help, that would probably be the first thing he would try and do is contact him.
Yeah. Okay. Let's spend a day in Malhabik. We'll see if we can find any items to protect us against
cold.
Cold.
If you
Can we just get a wand of what is it, endurance elements or protection from elements?
It's endurance elements or protection.
Casey, the Mareed Palace probably sells stuff like that, doesn't it? Especially for special slaves that they might want to bestow gifts upon. He turns and says, "I know of a place. My homeworld."
Yeah, but we're going to this place.
Of course, but I can go and buy it for you real quick if you desire.
Ring of Endure Elements are like the simplest ring ever created. It should be like plenty easily to get.
Do you think that would be enough?
You know what I can do, right?
No.
I can just use Wish.
No, we're not using Wish.
You grant up to 10 creatures that you can see resistance to a damage type you choose. That is a part
it's just
of
resistance. It's not.
Yes, that's exactly what the other spells you're talking about would give.
I thought we were talking about immunity.
I mean, if you want immunity, that's even better. But I can't do that with Wish unless I want to use it outside of the bounds of the Wish spell, which is available. But I don't think I want to do that.
It's just far easier to go and buy rings.
No, it's far easier if I just use the resistance one.
I actually agree with Doc, because everybody struggles with ring slots already, while the Wish spell is actually created for these kind of purposes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. We should do Wish then?
Sure. Done.
Wait till we get to the edge of
permanent.
and then cast it.
It's permanent.
Oh, okay. Cool. We'll do that then.
I mean, I can only do it. You can only have one resistance each, but like I can't change it. I can't give you like 10 resistances at the same time, but yeah.
Maybe we should figure out exactly which world we're headed to first before we. See.
I don't say that. Don't go to fire. Too passionate.
I thought we already said we were going to Storm or Hill. One of those two.
I thought we said Cloud.
Cloud.
But if there's some sort of resistance that we need on one of those worlds, then we've already cast resistance to cold on us, or immunity, whatever.
Do they make wands of that? Is that a wand that you can? No.
Wand of wish.
Wand of.
Oh damn.
Wand of energy immunity or energy resistance, whichever one it's called.
You can get energy resistance in a wand, yes.
Protection from energy.
Okay, then let's see if we can. When we go to park the ship, let's see if we can get a wand of that.
Up to 1 hour. Protection from energy. The duration of the willing creature you touch is resistance to 1 damage type.
Yeah, that way if we do go to a planet where we need a different one, just ding, 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 ding.
Yep, that's a good idea. Okay, let's spend a day in Mount Havoc then. See if we can find any.
Thunder, because that's the Cloud one. Thunder is Cloud.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Is it Thunder or Lightning? Which one?
Lightning is Storm.
Lightning Storm? Okay.
Well, we should be able to pick upon casting. So we'll have the blanket cold that Doc is giving us for just travel.
And then just a wand of protection.
And then, a wand of whichever planet we decide to go to. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah.
How many charges come in a wand? 50?
I'm just looking it up now.
Depends on the wand.
Okay. We'll need to have at least... Well, I don't know. Wands work weird in 5e. Do they recharge or something?
Yeah, probably.
We'll need enough for at least 28 castings in a day.
Jesus.
Well, we're taking 13 people. We're taking the 3 fire giants, the Cyclops, Old Man Blade, Tia, Vorian.
I have the resistance to everything. Just so you know.
Most wands have 7 charges
per day,
and regain 1d6 plus 1 charges a day.
But you can get a disposable wand, correct? Which has 50 charges, and just is destroyed after you use all 50 charges, can't you?
Yes.
Wasn't that a homemade rule? Okay, we have it. Okay.
No, that's a D&D thing.
Well,
okay,
the 50 charges is cheaper and a lot less reliable. Because it has 50 charges and it's destroyed.
Yeah, that's basically how wands used to work in 3rd and before as
3.5, yeah, I thought they removed it for 5e.
No, it's an optional you can put back in for 5e if you want.
Well, we can either get 150 charge or we can get like 8 of the 7 charges. Whichever.
Why would we get 8 of the 7?
Because if all we have are 7 castings that are an hour apiece, that won't be enough for everyone going.
I mean, I don't know. Fine with me. Either way.
It's not like money's a hindrance.
No.
But
it's not the money that we're worried about.
In Mahavik? I don't know. Do we know anything about a Mahavik? Is there a place that has magic items to sell it?
I have at least one contact here.
I've already told you that Marines specialize in underwater shit and cold, so...
Yeah, but that's not the problem. It's the problem of protection.
Meaning I can go to the Marine Palace and buy wands that are designed for slaves who live underwater. Meaning that you can get all of that stuff.
That's not... But the cold is fine. We don't have to deal with the cold. We have to deal with the other energy that we might find. We're trying to get resistance to other energy.
Yeah, the Palace of the Marine, just to head off the argument here, the Palace of the Marine is a genie's palace, basically. So they would have things for most elements.
Okay.
You can definitely go and buy that.
Yeah, if they have wands
which I
energy
recommended
resistance.
20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago, we were still talking about cold, but okay.
But you could get the protection from energy. Yeah, that would be great. You want to do that?